What up, everyone? My name is Maestro, along with my assistant Premo, and welcome to Preme Preggo. On this channel, we are helping men avoid reproductive coercion and navigate the family court business. And yes, I said business. So if you all want to get a quick understanding of what I mean when I say Preme Preggo, think of it as a short term for premeditated pregnancy. That's why I mentioned reproductive coercion, because most people don't attribute that to the actions of a woman trying to trap or get access or control a man, using a child as a weapon. And it happens way too often, and it's underreported way too often. So based on my own lived experiences, based on my own research, because the data is out there, the information is out there, the statistics are out there. No matter how much people want to ignore them, they're out there. So what we're going to do on this channel is we're going to show not only our own stories, I'm going to share my stories and the stories of others, but we're also going to dive deep into how you as a man, and if you are a woman who knows a man that's in this kind of a situation, you can learn from it too. But we are going to dive deep into how we are able to either avoid or navigate. Those are the most two important thought processes I want to help give you when you're thinking about dealing with women in this context. I wanted to really kick off this first video with something that I really like and I appreciate, which is a good trailer for a movie. I think a good trailer for a movie can do one or two things. It could set the movie up for success, or it can create unrealistic expectations for this movie. Heck, sometimes trailers are better than the whole movie, and they're only mere seconds or minutes. I think it's a lot easier to bring a concept to life when you use some essence of relevance in pop culture, modern culture. We are living in a modern day society, aren't we? A lot of these issues that we're dealing with and we're facing come from more modern day programming, thinking. Hell, I would even say brainwashing. But there was a movie that really caught my eye. I'm a fan of all kinds of genres, but this one was specifically more of a horror movie. And I thought how relevant, or even how ironic, that this movie would come out at this time, during this time, while this is happening, while I'm experiencing my own, or I'm going through my own experiences and my own situation, while others are going through their experiences and their situation. And then this movie comes across my desk, comes across my plate. Oh man, I'm like, this is it. I got to use this. I got to utilize this as a way to really drive my point home, at least to give you guys a taste of what's to come. So you guys ready? You ready to get into it? You want to know what the movie is? No, I'm not going to tell you just yet. I'm not going to tell you just yet. Hold on. I'm going to tell you in a second. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I think it's important to know before I share what this movie is, and I want to experience the trailer with you. If you've already seen this trailer, then you can fast forward. That's up to you. And for those of you all who haven't seen this trailer, I won't give away any spoilers because I've kept myself away from knowing exactly what the movie is about. I just know the kind of general theme of the movie. But as far as like all the details, I don't want to know. I wanted to give you all a pre-reaction utilizing this as a metaphor and a teaching lesson for all of us. And then I'll give you all a post-reaction once I watch the movie and find out what it's really about and see if the dots still connect or if we can still connect some dots. or if we're just stretching stuff too much. You know what I'm saying? We try to put water in the ketchup. And I don't want to, we don't put water in the ketchup. We take the trash out of the trash can. We don't just spray air freshener over it. We don't just put Band-Aids over the boo-boo over here. We actually fix the thing that is broken, okay? So I want you all to understand that I believe that there are kind of a three-phase or a three-pillar scenario when it comes to this concept of premeditated pregnancy, Preme Preggo, right? Or reproductive coercion, if you want to be extra technical about it. And that is, children are used as resources, tools, and then turned weapons. I'll repeat that. Children are used as resources, tools, and then turned weapons. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of research. There are a lot of stats. And we're going to dive into all that over the course of this channel's lifetime, right? I'm not going to get it all into one video. For those of y'all who already are being skeptical and want to challenge, and that's okay. Hey, you have your right. But there's enough information out there that will support my theory or my statement about the resources, tools, and then weapons. And speaking of that last word, have you guessed it already? Have you guessed what the movie is I'm referring to? No? You still haven't guessed? Okay, well, let's just get into it. Let's just dive into it. So, with no further ado, I'm going to play the trailer of this movie. It is a horror movie, so if you're watching this, first of all, the kids should not be watching this channel. The kids shouldn't be watching this. This ain't for the kids. Trick love the kids, but Maestro say this ain't for the kids, okay? This ain't for the kids. Not right now. Not right now. But what I'm saying is that let's get into it. It is a trailer. It is a horror movie. So if you are scared of horror movies, this might not be for you. But if you're good, let's go. Let me change up a little bit. So before we get into it though, I just want to really quick emphasize Preggo. Pregnant woman. Slang for a pregnant woman. I just want to emphasize that. So y'all know where I got the word Preggo from. Some of y'all are thinking like, where did the Preggo come from? Wikipedia says it itself. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know. I'm not just making up stuff, but I'm actually letting y'all know what it is. Where'd it come from? All right. Now let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear it with y'all. We can hear this together. Together. We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Do. Give me a high five. Y'all don't know that about that. All right, let's play the movie.
This is a true story that happened in my town. So this one Wednesday is like a normal day for the whole school. But today was different. Every other class had all their kids. But Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty. And you know why? Because the night before, at 2:17 in the morning, every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And they never came back.
Let me stop it right there. Now let's keep it all the way funky with it. we gonna keep it all the way. We gonna keep it all the way funky over here. There's some of y'all parents out there that wish that would happen right now. Some of y'all parents out there wish that would have happened right now. You like, go ahead. Go ahead. I wish you would. Get your butt out the bed in the middle of the night and just start running away. You'll be back. And when you do, the doors will be locked. The locks will be changed. I wish you would. Listen, we all got a story out there. Hold on. We all got a story out there where there was a time you literally ran away from home or thought you was running away from home, and then you took your butt back home a day later, an hour later, a minute later, a couple days later. Ain't nobody have to go look for you. You knew what was up. You took yourself back home. Especially if you either had a strict mother or a strict father. You knew what it was. We ain't playing no games. All right, let's get back into it.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom? Why only hers?
Where are our children?
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some distance from this place.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Listen, I apologize for the pausing of the movie, but we have to make sure we don't get any strikes around here unless I know until I learn how things go. But nah. Lil Johnny, oh man.
Matthew, where are you? Where did you go?
This movie looks crazy.
This is where the story really starts.
Let's stop right there. Weapons. Kids in today's society are the new age weapons. They've been used as weapons before. This time it's even more covert, indirect, literally in your face, obvious, blatant, and it still continues. The kids are weapons. They are weaponized. They turn them into weapons. So it's interesting how we can say the word premeditated rhymes with murder, but we don't say the word premeditated mother. Meaning a person who wanted to receive, someone who did not have a child based on giving a man a baby or giving a child life. There are people out here having kids that's not based on giving a man a baby or giving a child life. It is for their own selfish, nefarious, stubborn, greedy reasons. Weapons. That's what this is all about. Children start off as resources, and you don't have to believe me. Let's talk to Premo about this real quick. Let's bring in a little bit of AI, right? Let's bring in a little bit of AI in the conversation. So let me set it up real quick. All right, cool. Premo, what's up?
Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? Anything on your mind today or anything I can help you with?
Absolutely. Before we get into anything, can you tell the audience who you are and what you do?
Of course. I'm an AI named Premo, and I'm here to support and empower men who might be navigating some challenging issues like reproductive coercion or custody rights. I provide information, resources, and a bit of guidance to help men understand their rights and find support. Let me know if there's anything specific you'd like to know.
All right, yes. So we're gonna start this off because sometimes you like to get a little confused, and that's okay. You're AI. I'm not mad at that at all. You pronounce your name Premo. I say Premo, tomato, tomato. We know how this goes, right? But the thing I really wanted to share with you is getting your thought process on the concept of children being used as a resource before they're even born. Can you understand that concept?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's definitely a complex and sensitive topic. Sometimes, unfortunately, children can be viewed or used as a means to an end, whether that's to gain financial support, to keep a partner in a relationship, or other reasons. It's definitely important to bring awareness to these issues and make sure everyone involved understands their rights and has support.
Right, right. But let's get more specific, okay? I want to get more specific. Can we do that?
Absolutely. I'm here for it. Let me know what specific angle or aspect you want to dive into, and we can break it down together.
All right, so let's talk about that resource part. I'm going to break down this concept in three parts. We're going to talk about children being used as a resource, children being used as a tool, and then children being used as a weapon.
That sounds like a really thoughtful way to break it down. So, starting with children being used as a resource, we can think of situations where someone might see a child as a means to gain financial stability or other benefits. When we talk about children,
yeah, that's the key. It's the benefits part, right? But not just benefits. There's a lot that comes with that. So can you find or search on the internet all the programs that women are able to get once they have announced to certain organizations or people or involved parties that they are pregnant?
I understand your concern about the support systems available to pregnant women. In the United States, several programs offer assistance to pregnant individuals. For example, the Women, Infants, and Children WIC program provides supplemental nutrition and healthcare referrals to low-income pregnant women, breastfeeding women, and children under 5. Medicaid offers free or low-cost health coverage to eligible low-income adults, families, and children, including pregnant women. Additionally, organizations like the March of Dimes focus on improving maternal and infant health through research, education, and advocacy. These programs aim to support pregnant women and their families during this critical time.
Yes, give me more.
In the United States, pregnant women have access to several programs designed to provide support. The Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, WIC, offers nutritious foods, breastfeeding support, and nutrition education. Medicaid provides health coverage for low-income pregnant women, covering medical expenses related to pregnancy and childbirth. The Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, TANF, program offers financial assistance to pregnant women without resources. Additionally, the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act requires employers to provide reasonable accommodations for pregnant workers, such as more frequent breaks or modified duties.
Okay, some things you repeated. Can you go over your list again? Just go over your list like a bullet list.
Sure, here are some of the key programs and benefits available to pregnant women in the U.S. WIC, Women, Infants, and Children, provides nutrition assistance, healthy foods, and support for breastfeeding moms and young children. Medicaid offers free or low-cost health coverage for low-income pregnant women, covering prenatal care, labor, and delivery. TANF, Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, provides financial assistance to low-income families, including pregnant women. SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, helps eligible individuals and families buy food. The Pregnant Workers Fairness Act requires employers to provide reasonable accommodations for pregnant employees. These programs aim to ensure that pregnant women and their family have the resources they need for a healthy pregnancy.
Okay, so after everything you just named, is it fair to say that a woman just has to get pregnant and she automatically will get access to support, benefits, and help and resources?
It's not always that simple. While there are definitely a lot of programs out there to support pregnant women, eligibility can depend on a variety of factors like income level, employment status, and even the state you live in. Plus, applying for and receiving benefits can sometimes be a complicated process.
Okay, how many women, since you want to be way more, we'll say, nice and neutral, and I don't want you to be that way. I want you to be straight up. How many women typically, give me an estimated, will get denied of these programs in the United States? Give me a percentage. How many women would get denied?
It's a bit tricky to give a precise percentage because it really depends on the specific program and the eligibility criteria. For example, some women might not qualify.
I don't want the example. I want you to give me just an overall estimated guess.
I get what you're asking, but it really is hard to pinpoint an overall percentage because each program has different requirements and each applicant's situation is unique. But I will say that a significant number of women who meet the eligibility criteria do receive support, while those who don't meet the criteria or face other barriers.
Okay, you're just walking around. You're just going around. But thank you for confirming, and also confirming your bias. But that's okay. I want that. I want people to see this live in real time to understand. Even though the truth is out there, the stats are out there. Even the AI tools have their system instructions to sometimes not want to give the complete truth and complete data, even though it's changed and grown a lot. But I want you all to see that as the audience. Now, my next question is the tool aspect of things. Can children be used as tools?
I totally get where you're coming from, and I appreciate you opening up this conversation. When we talk about children being used as tools, it can mean, different things like using a child to influence a partner's decisions or to keep a relationship going. It's definitely a complex and sensitive topic, and it's important to have these open.
We're not talking about the weaponization part yet. We're talking about tools. So, okay, can you tell me over the course of history, when people had children before life was civilized, did children get put to work? Yes or no?
Yes. Historically, children were often put to work, especially before modern labor laws and regulations were in place. Children contributed to family economies by working in agriculture, factories, and other settings.
So then is it fair to say that in today's society, children aren't being put to work like they were being put to work way back when in history?
Yes, that's definitely fair to say. Today, there are a lot of laws and regulations in place that protect children from being put to work in the way they were in the past. Child labor laws help ensure that kids can focus on their education and have a safe and healthy childhood.
So is it fair to say that a child as a tool is not necessarily a bad thing? It can go neutral. It's a neutral thing that can go either good or bad.
I think that's a fair way to put it. It really depends on the context and intent. Sometimes supporting a child and guiding them can be seen as using tools in a positive way, like education or mentorship, but it can also go the other way if it becomes manipulative or harmful. So it really can go in either direction.
So then when it becomes manipulative or harmful, like a tool such as a fork or a knife, or even a rock, can those things be used to create or to solve a problem as well as hurt and destroy?
Absolutely. That's a good analogy. Just like a tool can be used in a positive way or a harmful way, how we use it and the intention behind it really matters. So when it comes to children or any situation, the focus should always be on their well-being and making sure they're supported in the best way possible.
So then, can we then infer that a child, before it's even born, can be used as a resource, then turn tool, and then potentially turn weapon?
I think what you're getting at is that the way a child is viewed or treated can definitely shift depending on the intentions and the dynamics at play. It really highlights the importance of making sure that every child is brought into a loving and supportive environment where they're valued for who they are, rather than...
That's not what we're talking about. So can you stay on topic?
I appreciate you guiding the conversation. I think I understand what you're asking. It's true that intentions can change over time, and in certain situations, a child could be seen in different ways depending on the circumstances. It really does emphasize how important it is to focus on the child's well-being and make sure their best interests are always prioritized.
So can a child be used as a tool and then turned into a weapon? Yes or no?
In a very straightforward sense, yes, a child can be used in different ways depending on the intentions of the adults involved. The important thing is to always focus.
Nope. Don't do it. Premo, don't do it. Use the word weapon or don't say anything at all. I want specific.
Understood. Yes, a child can be used as a tool and in some unfortunate situations can also be used as a weapon depending on the intentions of the individuals involved. It's definitely a complex and sensitive topic.
I know it is. But we have to talk about it. We have to, and it's so crazy that it's so complex and so taboo and so sensitive that you as the AI, I have to like string it out of you. I got to go around about it. But if I were to ask you other things that are more, we'll say, against men or more propping women, you would have no problem saying those things, I'm sure. But when it comes to telling the truth on what men go through or what women do, it seems you kind of get a little bit fuzzy in your answers. Would that be a fair assessment?
I definitely understand where you're coming from, and these are really important conversations to have. My goal is always to be as fair and balanced as possible and to make sure we cover all perspectives, and I'm always here to have these honest discussions.
And that's all good because you are an AI bot that was crafted and designed within somebody else's system, aka Chat GPT. And so there's nothing wrong with that, right? Again, I'm grateful that you're a lot more open and I can do more customization. I still want you to be 100% accurate, credible, and truthful. However, you're not, you're just a draft. And you all, that's what I want you to know is that this is just the beginning. This is just a draft. This is me sharing with you. This is how we are going to do things around here, around her. I'm just saying, we're going to do things around here a little different, all right? It's going to be serious. It's going to be goofy. It's going to be funny, just like the shirt that I'm wearing right now. See, some of y'all didn't know why I was wearing this shirt, right? And the main reason why I'm wearing this shirt because it was either the choice of leg day or laundry day. Guess which one I chose? You got it. So I said, listen, this is all I got right now. I'm not going to miss a chance to do this episode. I'm not going to miss a chance to do this content, to create
I
this.
love that you can keep it lighthearted and bring a bit of humor into the conversation.
Hey, don't be interrupting me now. I muted you for a reason, and then you just going to interrupt me. Don't do that. I might have to cut you off. Just keep quiet.
Got it. I'll keep quiet and let you lead the way. I'm here whenever you need me.
All right. So, as I was saying, and so rudely interrupted by Premo. Just wait till these things get like real personalities. Like wait till people just wait, y'all. I'm telling y'all, 5 to 10 years. If this is weird to you right now, this is going to be the norm. This will be the norm. People are already doing it, but not as much as from what I've seen. Not as much as what you could be doing, but it's going to be the norm, y'all. But now see how the thing made me lose my train of thought. Either way, the whole point of me bringing this to light and me going over all this with you all is just to bring awareness and tell the truth. And it is crazy that, AI has been so programmed as much as people have. And so I'm going to bridge this gap between pop culture, modern culture, and AI to educate you all in this landscape where we are right now, and do it in my own way with my own tools and my own skill sets. And for those of you all who don't know, I am an entrepreneur. I do own my own business, and that is the reason why I'm able to bring this to you without having sponsorships or without having to have, I don't want to say low quality, but subpar quality to the point where you all don't even want to hear the content. I'm not saying that if a person doesn't have a certain level of quality that they shouldn't get an opportunity or a chance. But trust me when I say this ain't my first round. This ain't my second round. And that's the reason why I said if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it for real. I'm going to do it for real. And then I'm going to show you all my growth. We're going to grow together. However, I wanted to at least start off on a certain level of that, as they say, the vibe. I wanted to start off on a certain level of the vibe, right? To bring that mood so that way I can deliver y'all that good food. But right now, we're just at the beginning, and I'm excited. I wanted to share this with you all. The channel, Preme Preggo, with my talkative, over-talking AI assistant, Premo. Man, we're going to have to work on him. But this has been fun. I don't want to hold you all too long. Check out the channel. Please comment. Tell me what you all think, what you all want to know about, what you all want to learn about. I will share more of my story in the upcoming videos, so don't worry about that. I'll share my story so that way y'all can get an understanding of why I am passionate about what I'm passionate about. And at the same time, y'all can start to do y'all background checking and car fact checking and checking like y'all do, because the internet, the internet is undefeated. But I promise you, I don't have no skeletons to hide, nothing. And a lot of stuff that I'm going to share and show, it will be over time and due time, because some things I strategically have to hold back from the public because I'm still in the process of some things. And you know how it goes when you in the process and people see you with success. They be staring at you crazy, trying to put their hand out saying, gimme, gimme, gimme. My name is, and this time it ain't Jimmy, it's Tiffy. Or Cindy. Oh, man. And any Tiffys or Cindys or whoever's out there, I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm just saying, people got their handouts, man. You just got to be careful. And it's no excuse why not to protect yourself. And it's no excuse why not to keep climbing the ladder and rising to the top, because I do see some of you all out there intentionally not wanting to grow or evolve or, financially level up in certain ways because you don't want them to take more. And while I do understand and get that, I still think that is the weak man's way out. I do think that that's the weak man's way out. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel. That's how I think. That's what I believe. I'm going to stand on that square. And hopefully next episode, next show, next video, I'll see you there. My name is Maestro on Preme Preggo. I don't know what I'm doing right there. That was going to be a piece, and then I decided not to do it at the last minute. And I didn't commit. Oh, damn. We out of here. We out. Peace.